stuff.
I know you disagree with it, but that doesn't mean it's my
What's your
favorite.
reasoning behind the shit?
It's key.
Like, what's your reasoning behind it?
Hot mom.
So you guys are kind of a hot mom.
Ben says, what? The question
Do you want to go on someone?
No, I'm good.
I have a question. Oh, you have a question? Okay. Okay. Wait. What's that? What is my ancestor?
Subjugulator. And
so, Darkly, do you regret throwing away essentially the rest of your career for the life of one, as they would deem it, low blood?
No. He's a cat lover.
Even though, like, following orders is, as you said, is the most important, like, the only thing to do.
Sometimes we have to break the rules for those that we care about.
But wait, what?
You with the red sleeves.
That's me.
That is you.
Grand High Blood. I know how you say you don't really care about fantasy, but...
No, not the silence. Summoner. Summoner. Yeah, summoner. I'm a fucking fart.
He can't hear you, dear. He has too much hair.
Wow. Okay.
Heck
I know
yeah.
you said as now you don't really care what Genji does, but early on, he ate a lot of stuff that had green substance and was doubting miracles.
What you saying about miracles? You doubt my miracles?
No, they're great and all, but I'm just wondering what he's feeling.
I'm wondering too.
I mean, it happens. It's not exactly an uncommon thing for a high one to do.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just saying. So you just always eat things that are not your face?
Green.
I just want to know what I put in my mouth.
Yes, you.
Yes, Grand High Blood. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Red Glare's career was the greatest joke you ever told, or was her downfall completely an accident?
She keeps threatening to hang me, but she's never done it. And I'm not sure whether to be disappointed or... No, I don't know. I think she's lost a bit of her motivation.
Oh, quick, raise your hand.
Attention. Good guess. Yes, you.
So this is for everyone. Besides yourself, who has the prettiest horns? Yeah. Besides yourself.
Thank you.
So the one that started
Handmaiden, obviously.
Summoner is Tavaroo Summoner. Yeah. Yeah. I have memory loss. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh.
Well, that's all well and good, but my favorite is Summoner. And she's gone.
Do you guys want the goats?
No.
Oh, well, in that case, obviously my morale, handmaid.
Sama-chan, thank you.
Aww.
I've never thought about this.
Just say me, it's easy.
Okay, but he's leaning on me.
I'd be drooling on you to say him. She's,
Okay. I believe my son's words are quite nice.
Aww.
I can't pick just one, so Rosa and Handmaidens.
I think yours are quite nice.
Aww.
Well, I like yours as well.
Oh, quick, raise your hand. Quick. Oh. Uh-oh.
Della Rosa, what was your inspiration to save the little red grub?
Club.
Yes.
Don't say fish puns, Condi might show up.
Oh no.
Wait, so how did not have that happen? Well, I have to say, I hated how helpless he looked. I knew he would just die, and I guess I had too soft a heart to let that happen. All right. Yes, Dirk in the back. Oh, okay. Okay.
You. Thank
you. Okay, Dolorosa, what was it like raising Signless?
Very interesting. See, we couldn't do as much because we kind of had to keep him hidden at parts. We couldn't display his blood color because I can only handle so much himself with fighting people off, and so things really didn't start happening very much later. But he was quite the rascal running off from me sometimes.
He still does.
This time it's just a disciple he runs off with.
Someone. Okay, go, quick, raise your hand.
So
Gotta be quick.
All right, I'm next. I've heard that you gray-skinned SOBs have done very well in completely eliminating members of your species of a certain blood color. Something that is putrid lime green. I have, shall we say, one of them in my domicile as I speak. What would be the best way to prolong that lime blood suffering without drawing too much unneeded attention to myself?
High blood might know.
I know.
Or, oh no. Might also know.
Well, you see, we locked them in a cell.
They're kind of already, well, I would say they are kind of in a cell, but I want to do something to them in the cell.
A long news.
You bite your nose.
Never let me have any fun.
Alright. Yes, you with the green hair.
So, Summoner, you might seem fairly close. How do you feel knowing that she was very deeply involved at one point with the slave trade?
Snap.
We have this rule where we just, since we met, we don't really talk about what happened beforehand.
Hey,
We just kind of met and kind of moved on from there. Saves a lot of trouble.
Alright. It's you. You did?
High blood. What is your opinion on the substance known as Fango?
You know, I've had it shoved in my face more times than I can count, and I've still never tried it. I don't think I will.
It's a tasty elixir, you should. Awesome.
I'm not doing it.
Yes, little knife.
Summoner, do you think my horns will ever be as big as yours?
You just have to get on eat your own vegetables, and let's see, polishing them also helps. Make sure you don't run into any doorways when you're younger. This one grew 10 times slower than the other one. It was horrible.
Yeah, definitely.
Horrible.
Sophie?
Oh, you recognize me. Your and Silas's relationship has been said to go through all the quadrants. What's hating each other like? How often does that happen? Oh.
I don't know, what is it like, hon?
You don't bathe enough. You don't brush your hair enough. All you ever do is write in your book.
And roll around in the grass.
He talks too much.
You talk too little.
What have you done?
What have you done? They started a new fight.
Oh, great, yeah, we don't want that.
Oh, no.
Alright, someone call up someone else.
Let's see, there is a hand wiggling. How about that one?
Me?
Yes, you there.
Handmaid, how do you feel knowing what's going to happen to all the trolls surrounding you?
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yikes. Do you want me to calling people still? I can only see wiggly hands, but...
Wiggle.
Somebody with a bracelet back there.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Okay, Mind Fang and Dual Scar. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your relationship?
Okay, we're fine.
What relationship is over? For a while now. So, Zio.
It's not over. It's not over when you come to my ship every once a month and say, oh, Mind Fang, I miss you. Oh, Mind Fang, I still love you. Oh.
Do you want me to stay with us? You're hush. The amount of things I can say that he said to me, huh?
I know what he says to me, so.
Okay, what about you?
I don't talk about you, it's all.
The things I could tell you, man.
Okay, next question.
And it's 8.
You right there. You haven't been asked a question.
All right. Mind Fang. What's Dual Scar's deal?
I'll let you know when I find out.
Dual Scar?
Dual Scar.
Lovely.
We could have destroyed the entire rebellion in a heartbeat. All we had to do was not feed Glib-Glob for a perigee or two. And low bloods do die first when she gets loud. Why didn't you just do that?
He's not that smart.
Between you and I, you know perfectly well why I did not. That's very close. Hush.
I didn't say anything.
You're thinking it. I can hear it.
In my pocket.
It's very close to our pusher, and we shall not talk about it because there are those who are not as sincere. But you know why, and I know.
Grand High Blood, are you down with the clown?
Yes, are you? I see.
I think that's all you're going to get. It's you?
So, I kind of forget
You're gonna
what
give me
all
an anxiety
happened. Can we
attack.
get a recap for who all killed each
I
other?
can't remember.
I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, we can start down there at that head.
Let me play
We can start over there. They're already talking.
right now.
Okay.
We could just say who we killed.
Yeah, so we can do that. So let's start down there. GHB?
Yes. Hi. I did not kill. I saved.
Unbelievable.
Mind control, my dear. It is not a fun thing.
I still died.
You didn't save her from anything.
I saved her from being with you.
Oh.
On that note, I'd killed Mind Fang.
Oh, it's me. I wouldn't say I killed anybody. I didn't. My hand was forced. And so mind control had to come into place, and it was either me or you fight. And
It was a prearranged agreement.
and it went through with it. And I didn't kill anyone, my hand was forced. And me.
Have you killed anyone?
Nope.
I know I died. I've killed. I don't think I've killed any of you. Maybe?
Thank goodness.
I'd kill you in a heartbeat.
Oh. Okay, that's pretty.
Gets down.
Oh.
My. So, skipping you
I ship it. I ship it.
Thousands upon thousands of innocent nobles, but none of them.
I didn't kill anyone that is here right now.
Silas, I really hope you haven't killed anybody.
He's never even killed a bug.
Blameless people in the front row.
That's why they're there.
See, that's why they're the closest to the audience, because you can trust them.
Alright. Yes, you in the start.
Okay, this question is for Dolorosa. Obviously, what happened to you and your group, you all...
Pardon?
What?
Can you speak up a little, please?
I'll stand up. So obviously what you part's gonna happen. Always.
Oh.
Is you with the penguin?
Neophyte, what is your favorite case you've ever worked on?
First off, we are not on a first name basis, so you will call me Red Glare.
I apologize.
Second case. My favorite case, probably keeping my thing alive. It's an ongoing scenario that causes me to murder thousands, but
I'm
it's
still here.
enjoyable.
Dave?
So GHB, what was the joke that Dual Scar failed to tell that kind of ended up with him dead?
That was not my fault. He asked me to take him clubbing.
And you were terrible.
What? Ah, I was just making a face.
He's an enigma.
Oh, no.
It's really orange.
He is very orange, now that I think about it.
So does that one. He's saying something. I'm not pointing.
He saved me, so honestly, he's all right in my book.
He's brought to my descendant, and she's like 13. That's not a.
Pinker, you've had your hand up for a while.
Psionic. What was your first initial thought when you met the Silas?
Do you want the actual thought?
I want like all of the thoughts.
All of them. Well, sentimentally, it was a realization moment of someone who actually sees me as something more than a step partner. My actual response was, why is there a person standing in front of me? But overall, I was very grateful for him.
Yes? Good. Do a scar again. Really quick, would you like to hear a joke? Your quadrants.
Oh! We all know it's fun to make fun of, but come on. Let's tone it down just a little. Chihiro.
Red Glare and Mind Fang, what are your opinions on their descendants and their rivalry?
I think it's talking over me. I think it's just. Now you can talk.
I think it's all right, but it'll never be like Scourge Sisters Alpha.
Scourge Systems 1.0.
Team Charge Alpha
Right. I'm sorry, there's something in my throat.
Alright. Yes, you. Yes.
Okay, the Sufferer, this one's for you. What exactly went through your mind while you were being executed? Possibly, I forgot the name. I'm sorry.
I think I should restrain him.
Mother's in the room.
Possibly the Disciple? Or someone else, maybe.
It's something we prefer not to think back on.
Yes, I prefer to look ahead, but at the moment I was angry. Very much so. And I do regret this.
Oh. You don't regret following evil. How dare you? Oh. Let's see. Who hasn't asked a question yet? Yamsi?
Alright, you. How do you feel about me and Tab kicking it?
I want to hear this.
Let's see. The more rebellion leader part of me is like, hey, that's cool, you know, high blood, low blood's hanging out. But then the actual logical sense of me is like, Tavros, what are you doing?
Daddy, I love him!
What?
Oh, yeah, hi!
I had to keep my money back. For a fact, I don't need it, but thank you. No, I lost it now.
Dirk.
Hey, yo, this is for the yellow rosa in the front. How do you keep off those rainbow drinker urges around your kid?
That's a good question.
Yellow rosa?
The Dolorosa. The rainbow drinker.
Well.
I don't think she did.
That's not
time.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
amazing.
That's good enough,
She had a
right?
system. We found a way to avoid it. We don't really want to talk about it. It's a long story.
I'm
Yes?
just saying.
Darkly, how do you feel about my meow rail?
Follow.
Pardon?
How do you feel about my meow rail? I mean, I know she's kind of a low blood.
I believe it is acceptable to have low blood or any type of blood as in whatever. As long as you are happy and they are happy.
Oh,
I like you.
I like you as well.
Oh. Mind thing.
Oh no.
You weren't royalty, but you were at least noble. You're decent.
Continue.
Let's mention you were a pirate. You were off on the high seas. You were, as far as a land dweller can go, excellent.
Sensing a butt here.
Yes. But you gave it all up and threw it all away to go hang with some smog-sucking, Twitter-pated, littering about low blood. Triggers. Why?
Insult me more, I love it.
Oh my. How rude.
There's this little thing that you may have never heard of. It's called love. And it was fate. It had to happen.
But we're not going to move on from that.
Alright, so,
I'm trying to think of a good one. I want to ask Silas a question.
Which of you descendants are you most proud of, Hinky or Karkat?
Oh my god, dangerous, careful.
There's something in the room.
Uh-oh, no.
yes, careful of one's emotions. Particularly the one asking the question. For an honest answer. Karkat. Where he should control his anger, he really should. I could go on, maybe. To be honest.
Go on, please. Please do. Come on.
I feel, in a way, you are a rebel without a cause. You have no cause, and so you create many. I think you need to find a cause.
Stable.
Alright.
Alright.
I got a round of applause. Applause for the claws.
Yes, you read that.
Red Glare, it is said that you were a follower of the Signless. Why?
Is she smart?
That, and also, it was something I was roped into by Vine Thing. However, I do fight